When I was given this assignment, I thought the construction of Oakman Place was a matter of bricks and mortar. What I've come to find out over the past year is that it's more about people and relationships. The people that will be moving in and the people in the community, particularly our partners down the road with Focus Hope. They've been invaluable in the process as we've been working to get this completed before winter. I would be remiss if I didn't mention Debbie Fisher and Eleanor Jositis of Focus Hope and the members of the Oakman Boulevard Community Association, who became not only friends but sources of inspiration as we completed this project. These are exactly the kind of people that we want our residents to be surrounded by as they move into this community. I honestly believe that this was a God-blessed project from day one. It doesn't mean it went smoothly. There were a number of things that happened along the way that could have unraveled it at any point. And yet, each one of those hurdles was overcome. And we did learn that it's not just one unit or entity or organization. It takes a collaborative effort of private sector, government, and the local community and other agencies to pull off a project such as this. So, thank you to everyone who was involved.
Five years ago, we had a discussion in our board meeting, and we asked one of our social workers to come in and talk with us about families that we were serving. And we were really moved by what this individual had to say. And this social worker made a point that she was working with families that had either lost their children to the foster care system because of inadequate safe housing, or were having difficulty getting their children back into their family, again for the same reason, inadequate safe housing. Our board was really quite moved by this presentation. Comments were made, and a uniform expression of their concern was that why would this be the case, that in America in the 21st century that families would be torn apart because of inadequate housing? And it was at that point we said, the board said, the staff said, let's do something about it. We can solve this problem, perhaps not for all of hundreds of families and people in our state, but certainly for the few that we can. We're going to do it, and that's going to make their life better, and it's going to enrich their future. And today, as I sit here at Oakman Place, this is really a dream come true. A lot of planning, a lot of thinking, but a reality today that children and families are going to be moving in here. And the young adults who are going to be moving into this complex today have either been in the foster care system or they are homeless. They need a home to call their own, for a fresh start, for a good start. We're going to be providing services with the partnership and support of United Way of Southeast Michigan, and we're going to be able to help these kids in partnership with Focus Hope, learn job skills, have training. It's really a fresh start. It's an opportunity for people to have a chance at a decent life. But let me end on one personal note. Not far from here, not many blocks away, I used to come from Chicago to visit my grandmother. My grandma's lived in a flat just a few blocks away. So I've driven around this neighborhood. I've seen what's happened to this neighborhood. And I can tell you, it pleases me to no end to think that LCFS, Focus Hope, NSO, Presbyterian Village, that we are all together working with the neighborhood association to improve a whole community, to change the future of at least one community in the city of Detroit.
Well, I mean, this is a very exciting project here in the neighborhood to have these 24 townhomes here available to families, available to youth exiting foster care. We're extremely grateful. Lutheran Child and Family Services are very proud of the partnership to help bring them here to put these units in place, and we're looking forward to continuing to work with them. I mean, it's such a visible symbol of the rebirth of this particular neighborhood when you combine it with what's going on across the street with Neighborhood Services Organization, what's happening right here with Lutheran Child and Family Services, and the fact that these townhomes are fully occupied, what's already happened with Presbyterian Villages, the things we're doing further down Oakman Boulevard. We use a phrase that Oakman Boulevard rocks to sort of capture that whole theme of engagement on the part of so many different partners to make this part of the city really vibrant and really alive. Did the groundbreaking for NSO. When the governor was here, when we did the groundbreaking for Android, I said, you keep your eye on Oakman Boulevard. Things are happening here. Good things are happening here. So you guys who are just here for the day, you just keep coming back. And the changes that you're seeing, the dynamics you're seeing happening in this community, or this part of Detroit and Highland Park, because we're right here. I mean, we'll be pulling people from all over. Is really going to be something special.
This really is a God thing. That this is something that's being not being built by just us. That we've got a lot of faith that's kind of leading the way with this. I think that's I see that not just in terms of people of faith, but of a community of faith. That this is people working together to build something that's bigger than any of us individually. I do think that the Hope Village initiative, at its root, is the idea that it doesn't have to be that a community is a community of destiny, where there aren't any ways for folks to access opportunity. That here we have an opportunity that's different than what might be happening in other communities. That we can change the trajectory on which people are. People's lives are set by working together to change the system in which they're living. And so that's, I think, the benefit of this partnership between Lutheran Child and Family Services and Focus Hope, is that we are better together than we are apart, and that together we can make that positive, transformative change in people's lives that we're looking to see.